Welcome to Football with Cheese. All right, it's Combine Week. I absolutely love this week. For those of you who know me, know I love the NFL Draft. These next 2 months are amazing because you get the Combine, then you get free agency, and then in April you get the NFL Draft. Pretty much the whole offseason done in about 2 months for the NFL. So make sure you are subscribed, because I'm going to do daily videos once the Combine starts. I'm going to try to. And hit that bell for notifications so you never miss a video. Before we get into draft stuff, I want to talk about the Rams and letting Matthew Stafford talk to other teams. So basically, maybe work out a trade. I don't have a clue what the Rams are doing. Absolutely no clue. They made the playoffs, made the second round. They played the Eagles as well as anyone in those 4 playoff games. Well, the Eagles won all 4. If they had double-teamed Jalen Carter, they might have won that snow game in Philadelphia. The Rams are a veteran team, and they're a good team. Now they want to move on for Cooper Kupp and maybe Stafford, and I don't understand it. They should be going for it. They should keep both of them. Maybe trade up to get an impact player and go for it for 1 more year. Stafford may only play 1 more year, maybe 2. So why not go for it? Instead, they're going to shop or end up cutting Cooper Kupp. And they're shopping Matthew Stafford, letting him talk to other teams. I just do not understand it. The Rams, maybe they want to rebuild and get younger, but you have a good team. It just doesn't make any sense. Rams fans have to be puzzled by what's going on. I have no clue. Where is Stafford going to go? That is my question. In the comments, let me know where you think. But he's not going to the Saints, and he's not going to the Browns because they don't have the cap room. So let's eliminate them. The Raiders, Giants, Titans are 3 teams I saw. Those teams, they're bad teams. They don't have great rosters. So he goes there, they're not going to be a contender, even with Stafford. So why would he want to go there? This whole thing doesn't make sense. Almost every team that's a contender already has a quarterback. So I don't know what's going on with the Rams. It's very strange. You rarely see a team decide to do this and just move on from the quarterback and their longtime wide receiver. I get Cooper Kupp gets hurt a lot, but when he plays really well, he's not that Super Bowl MVP elite receiver anymore, but he's still very good. He's still a top 25 receiver in my opinion. And Stafford, he's still playing at a high level. But even if you do trade for Stafford, you're not given much because he might retire next year. You might get him for 1 year. So Jets, maybe, but Jets are just, let's not even go there with the Jets. So I don't know what the Rams are doing. We'll follow this on the channel. If you know what they're doing, please leave in the comments and let me know, because I don't. I have no clue. All right, Daniel Jeremiah. He's the lead draft analyst for NFL Network, if you did not know. He used to work in the front office for multiple teams. I like his mock draft more than most of the draft analysts out there. There are a lot of problems with mock drafts. They're fun. You want to look and see who they think your team will draft. But the big problem with them is you have websites or even people on NFL Network, ESPN, Fox Sports will project someone who's a terrible fit for the team just because, oh, that's a need. Let's just throw them in there. I remember, was it 4 or 5 years ago, something like that, Green Bay really needed help on the offensive line, and all these experts, so-called experts, were projecting them to take this 6'7", 350, 360-pound offensive lineman. Green Bay, they like athletic linemen. They don't care if they're undersized. They want really athletic linemen that can get to the second level. And all these people were mocking them, this big, bulking offensive tackle that doesn't get to the second level, just has length and size. So that's the problem with mock drafts. They'll take a team with a huge need and just put that position in there, whether they're good fit or not, whether they should go that high or not. They're just, they need a wide receiver. Who's the best receiver on the board, even though he's probably a second rounder. You got to be careful with the mock drafts. Most of them are just garbage out there. But Daniel Jeremiah's is very good. He's usually one of the most accurate. When you look at the draft afterwards, see who got the most picks right, he's almost always at the top. I liked some of his picks. Let's just go down a few of them. Abdul Carter going number 1, the edge rusher from Penn State. DJ loves him more than most people. I like him too. Number 1, we'll see. He's not the Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson type pass rusher. He's not on that level, no way. But this draft doesn't have one of those. So he could go number 1. He's a very good player, and he hasn't hit his ceiling yet. He's only been edge rusher for 1 year. He used to be an off-ball linebacker. He has Cam Ward, quarterback of Miami, going to the Browns at 2, and he has Shedeur Sanders going to the Raiders at 6. I think those would be good fits for both teams. We'll see. I know Shedeur wants to play for the Raiders. He's made it pretty clear. So DJ, one thing he does is he'll take guys that are on the rise and be really aggressive with him in his mock, and I like that. And a lot of times he ends up being right. Guys that had great Senior Bowls or work out great at the combine, and he'll move them up way higher than most people, and a lot of times they'll end up going there. Like Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle, Michigan. He's like 340, maybe 330 pounds, real athletic player. Had some ups and downs this year. He's probably going to work out amazing. So Daniel Jeremiah moves him up to 16 to Arizona. Almost no one has him going top 20. I see him going in the second round, a lot of mocks. Greg Zabel, the offensive lineman for North Dakota State, he has him going 18th to Seattle. No one else has him going that high. That dude dominated the Senior Bowl. He dominated. So he could go that high. I think he's a guard or a center in the NFL. But then he's got some picks that a little questionable. I guess when you move some guys up, some guys fall down. Like Teteroa McMillan, I hope I said his name right. Wide receiver, Arizona, going 19th. No way. In a draft where there's maybe 10 to 15 first-round talents, he's going top 15 because he is a first-round talent. McMillan, I think he goes in the 7 to 12 range because a lot of those teams need wide receivers. He's big. Reminds me maybe of a Marcus Colston or a Brandon Marshall, but better after the catch than them. So he's a better prospect than them. He's not Mike Evans or Calvin Johnson. He's not, because most people are not. But he's a really good prospect. I'm going to be higher on him probably than most. Ashton Jeanty, the running back, Boise State, has him going 21st to Pittsburgh. No way. I know running backs can fall, but Jeanty is a better prospect than Bijan Robinson. Maybe the best running back prospect since Saquon Barkley. So I just don't see Jerry Jones passing him on 12. So I think he goes top 12. Unless something crazy happens. He could go higher than that. Jeremiah has my Packers taking Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State. He's coming off a season-ending injury. Packers typically do not draft players coming off season-ending injuries. That's a strange fit. Plus, it's a weak offensive tackle draft. So I think Simmons will actually go higher in this because so many teams need left tackles. And then he has the Eagles taking Malachi Starks at 32. I don't think Starks falls that far. He's the best safety in this class. He can play in the box. He can play deep. He's got great ball skills. He's not the prospect Kyle Hamilton or Minka Fitzpatrick are, but he's not far off. He's just a really good player. Maybe not elite, but he's just a good player. And he'll help your safety room right away. I don't think he falls at 32. I don't think he falls at 25. I think he's going top 20. One more thing to mention. He has Darius Alexander going 26th from Toledo, defensive tackle. Another guy who had an amazing Senior Bowl week. It would be back-to-back years for Toledo having a first-round pick. Quinyon Mitchell being the other. He won the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Absolutely could see that. I could see Darius Alexander going even higher than this. Like I said, he just dominated the Senior Bowl. And a lot of teams need a really good 3 technique. Anything breaking happens, I will do a video on it. If there are any Aaron Rodgers news, any Matthew Stafford news, anything like that. Make sure you are subscribed. Turn the bell for notification. Like this video. Share it with anyone who loves football so we can grow the channel. Check out these videos. I did a breakdown of Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. We have more breakdowns coming. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.